Welcome to Talking Trash, and today we're at the Becker County Solid Waste Campus, and I'm here with Steve Skoog, the Land Use Director. Thanks for being here, Steve.
Thank you, Sandy. It's good to be here.
And we're going to talk about the Demolition Landfill. It's actually pretty interesting. There's lots of activity happening this week and next week. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to bring it in, just a quick review, and then a little bit about waste, or the diversion of demolition. So how should someone bring it in to the transfer station?
Well, you know, Sandy, any type of waste product, as long as if we're able to separate it out and you have more of a homogeneous type product, we can do different things with it. And so if people can keep building materials separate from other types of waste like garbage, household garbage, things like that that cannot go into the demolition landfill, which you'll be covering, or if they can sort out and separate out items that we can either reuse or we can handle in a different manner. So like other construction materials that might land in the demolition landfill that we would be permitted to take, but we don't want in here, would be like concrete, shingles, clean wood waste, those types of things, or building materials that are still good that somebody else could reuse. So any of those types of things, if we can handle those in a different way, it's better both environmentally and it's cheaper for the customer.
Cheaper for the customer, and we really save some landfill space. If we're not burying it, then, I mean, everybody wins that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the type of things that go into a demolition site or demolition landfill is sheetrock ends and pieces, untreated clean wood scraps, window glass, concrete, although we pull the concrete out, stones, uncontaminated soil, masonry, untreated wood, electrical wiring components, roofing materials, ductwork, wallboard, built-in cabinetry, plumbing fixtures. If the carpet is affixed to a floor that you bring in, you can bring it into here. And building parts, the plastic building parts, if there's plastic siding, that kind of thing, that can come into demolition. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yes. Molded fiberglass, sheathing, drain tile, and that kind of thing. So quite a bit can go in here. It's just not caulking tubes, paint cans, different things like that. Styrofoam, that cannot come in here. So if you look behind us, it's actually pretty clean. There's maybe a few things that probably, it looks pretty clean. And so this has all been compacted, I believe, and so this was actually a hole at one time, and we've filled it up. So building this cell, when did we open this particular cell that we're standing on?
This cell, which is we're about halfway through at midpoint, it took us about 2 years to fill this. So we get a lot of demolition materials that come into the Becker County. This is a growing area, and we've had a lot of programs where we're trying to mitigate how much material we have coming into here, but obviously there's still a lot of material that come in. And this is a regional, we take all the waste from people from within Becker County. Demolition landfills and solid waste landfills are getting harder to permit in Minnesota, so it becomes more and more important to have a way to dispose of this product.
And so are we going up anymore? Is this the peak of our demo cell?
Well, that's an interesting question. When you build a demolition landfill, you build base cells, and then once these are full, then we'll go up another lift or two lifts. So we could probably go another 15 feet above where we're at right now, and it'll look like a hill when we're all said and done. The purpose of the demolition landfill when you're building these, we compact this and break it up so there's not a lot of airspace in there, and it becomes an inert material. Then when you're done, you put a synthetic liner or a cap on top of it to limit the amount of water going down. So basically you have a dry material that's going to be there forever. It just won't break down a lot.
If you want something to break down, it has to be in touch with the air and that kind of thing, and this won't be. So if you look behind us, that is actually old demolition landfill, and so we're kind of going to meet that. So when Steve says we're going to go up 15 feet, or about 15 feet, it will marry into the hill behind us. So the next show we're going to talk about building a new cell. Thanks for joining us.